Hello and welcome to the Panelists, the only internet panel show that gives its guests everything on Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Unlimited air containing at least 20% oxygen, an environment guaranteed to be free of tigers, a team to be part of, faint praise, and vexing questions designed to unlock the mind's full potential. As usual, there is no prize unless you count the mental transcendence you may experience, and also we're paying you. I'm your host, Kathleen DeVere, and this week I'm joined by Team Preparation H.
It's because we're cool, soothing.
And we really like your butt.
And Team Mirror Mirror.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the weebest of them all?
Well, I'm glad we've finally gotten that sorted out. And in further good news, Kraft Foods is here to talk to you about your incredible palate. They are trying to revitalize the Jello gelatin dessert brand in order to appeal to a younger, more food-savvy, and Cosby-adverse millennial audience. Oh, experts, what flavor should Jello add to its lineup?
Isn't like the easiest, cheatiest answer just to say like umami flavored?
Yeah.
Like, because millennials are the kind of people, speaking as one, the millennials are the kind of people that we like to get everything brass tacks. Like we like it organic, we like it fresh and whatnot. And if we strip everything away and we just go to one of like the basic like senses,
Yep.
umami is right there. And
Yeah.
then if we just make the Jello like that,
Riding that minimalist wave.
yeah,
Yes.
the whole way.
I like
That's
that.
actually the catchphrase that we're going to be putting when we advertise this to Jello.
I was confused for a minute there because I thought you want to make your mommy as a flavor. Like you want to have mommy flavored, yeah, umami flavored gelatin. Like I literally thought that mommy Jello was going to be this new flavor you're going to come with. And since you haven't picked it, that's what I'm picking. Because if there's something that adults under 40 want, it's the comfort of home. They want to remember where they're not paying bills, where they used to play video games all the time without any sort of like problems, where homework was relatively easy to deal with. And and trouble was kind of this thing that you got into, but it's really just an imaginary concept. And I'm like, that's what people want, is they want the flavor of home. They want to taste their mommy.
See, what I thought you had said was mommy, like the over mommy flavor, which personally I think is great. I think it's like your idea, but more cosmic and more boiled down to the very essence of what it means to be mommy.
So the umami is benevolent, is what you're saying.
I would imagine, but I don't know. There's some people with some really complicated relationships with their mommy. So I actually think that particular flavor might be a little too complicated to actually pull off.
She might be wielding like some sort of like galaxy-sized wooden spoon behind her back, and you don't want to cross her.
So if we established whose mommy this is it the flavor is the flavor different depending on who eats it?
How about
Yeah.
Gaia, the Earth Mother?
Oh yes. Yeah.
How about that, Mom?
I don't think Jello is going to condone you putting a big hunk of dirt in like in the flavor. I don't know what it's called. I assume it's called the flavor extractor.
Yes, or Whoopi Goldberg, who was the voice actress for Gaia in Captain Planet. I don't think either of those two are good options.
You can't milk Whoopi Goldberg.
Okay.
Maybe this is too complicated, Beej.
All right.
Let's think about this.
Sure.
It's 2018. We love simple things, right?
Yeah.
What do kids love? Because we're going to aim this at kids, right?
Yeah.
So kids love dabbing.
Yeah.
They love bottle flipping.
That's right.
And you know what they really love?
Oversized smartphones.
Tide Pods.
Oh, you're right.
No.
Oh my God.
Dear
Like
Lord.
So.
bright orange and bright blue swirl Jello.
Yeah, they could be like a mixture.
Yeah.
And you like open it and it's like, you know how they have snack packs and they have like the chocolate and vanilla?
Yeah.
It could be orange and blue.
Mixed in
Tide.
together. Yeah, and it tastes like faintly of like Dow Chemical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And failed experiences.
Okay, at the risk of like being completely self-deprecating to the brand that I have created, all of the things you listed are so outdated in terms of memes and like things that kids care about. Like your flavor might be great for like all of just like a meme a week.
Counterpoint.
Yeah.
2 points.
Okay, that's
This
good too.
set is already blue and orange.
That's true.
We're already advertising Tide Pods.
Yeah, we're already making. That's why adults under 40 are being drawn to us right now, and we're all adults under 40. We're all technically millennials.
Yeah.
That's why people enjoy this show so much.
Second point, Slap's roof of pudding. You can fit so many chemicals in this bad boy.
That's right. Our idea is limitlessly churnable.
Yeah.
The thing is that you could just keep going over and over and over. You put up your new flavor of Jello on the shelf, and in a week when they're all sold out because everyone bought them for a gag, you just make new boxes with new memes on. You put those up, and people go buy those because it's the hot new meme. It's like you're basically making the same flavor over and over. Who cares what it tastes like? What matters is what you're selling, what the sizzle is on the outside. And if the sizzle changes every week, you're employing dozens of graphic designers. And who are graphic designers these days? Millennials!
You know what the most horrifying part about that whole conversation you just had? Is that you literally just described standard marketing practices. Nothing is new.
That's what my degree is in. What are you talking about?
That is a brilliant idea, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to try and bring it back around to the original conceit of they're hiring you for your palate, not your marketing acumen. So while you may actually have some fresh, tasty memes, you're not.
Well, fresh is a little generous for some of the ones that they've been saying so far.
That's very true.
Yeah.
That's very well aged. I mean, that's a
Third
good palate.
generation recycled.
Yes. Yeah.
Beej, I don't want to.
Acid washed memes.
Beej, I don't want to admit defeat. But he's kind of right, because we ate all those chemicals testing for the gelatin,
Right.
and I think we have brain damage.
I'm inclined to. You know what?
Like, our taste buds are fried.
It's true, but we were called in for our incredible palate.
Yeah.
And given the sheer range of things that we were able to taste, what if we made it taste like the only thing that we could actually taste now?
Yeah.
And that's more of like, to me, it's like, that's a mystery flavor at this point.
Okay.
Like our incredible palates, what if they are so well refined at this point that this Jello flavor we come up with is really only appealing to us? There's strength there, because what if bespoke flavoring is what millennials want? What if they want to take home a chemistry set and make their own Jello flavor that no one else has ever tried?
Okay, point of order. Your answer to the question can't be, hey kids, I don't know, fucking figure it out yourself. That cannot be the answer to the question. Like, not, we don't know flavors anymore. Here's like 7 packs of watermelon, 6 packs of lemon, mix it around, maybe you'll discover something new.
No, Beej is saying, hey kids, here's a lot of dangerous chemicals.
Yeah, we'll put a big question mark on the box, and then and people will buy that because people bought all those fucking Snickers bars or Aero bars that were like, big question mark on the outside. What's it take? Maybe it's some weird thing. And they all bought it hoping they could win the golden ticket. But no one's gonna win that golden ticket. Some fucking mobster in like New Jersey got it from the dude who was putting the ticket in the first place.
Cracker Jack is a shitty popcorn, and the only reason people buy it is for the toy. So we can have a shitty gelatin product as long as we have a good toy.
Speaking of toys, I think we're getting played.
Yeah, a little bit. I feel like we've gone on a roller coaster of emotions, and I'm glad that at the end of all their screaming and shouting, they've arrived at, I don't know.
Fucking figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm good with that, because I believe we have a fine and strong idea to appeal to a wide range of people, because we are bringing it down to the most minimalist thing in the world. Umami.
Monosodium glutamate.
Hey, at least it has a name, unlike yours.
That was a really big word, and I'm gonna take that as an insult.
Man, he's really rocking them chemicals.
Okay, so what we've decided is that, Beej, you are very good at marketing and you should never, ever be in marketing, because I'm frankly terrified, and that takes a lot to scare me. Good job, I guess. 5 points for that.
I can't wait to put this on a shirt.
And Ben and Jacob, you guys also get 5 points for remembering what the topic was and sticking to it, because that was great.
We're keeners.
Much like our answer, we just stay basic.
Super basic. I mean, look how we're dressed.
What's wrong with how I'm dressed?
We're basic. Let's just hold hands and accept it.
You know what? I'm going to give you guys a further point for that, because self-reflection is an important and underutilized skill in today's world. So the lead is 6-5. And in further good news, you have been transported by a wizard into a wondrous land where magic is real, dragons prowl the skies, and supreme executive power can be conferred upon you by an aquatic ceremony. In short, this sucks because there is no LTE coverage and the closest Starbucks is 1,200 years away. You have been given a dangerous quest to defeat the Bonacon, a legendary creature famous for spraying its foes with caustic poo. And for that, you will become an honorable knight and have some fairly forgettable songs written about you. So, do you choose to risk your life to save the kingdom and join the king's court, or do you just become a really rich commoner in the Middle Ages by inventing astonishing modern conveniences like pornographic zoetropes and the word blue? Team Mirror Mirror.
Oh, windmill slam rich commoner.
Yeah.
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 Just sitting around in our hut inventing stuff all day,
Yeah.
making a ton of money, using that money to like reinforce our production capacity and maybe hiring an army to keep the king off of our back once we get enough, becoming the new king at some point. I'm like take a long look at this thing, and it's like that's what Nobunaga Oda did in Japan.
Yeah.
Is that he was like, I don't need to have like divine whatever. I just need to make enough money that I can hire a big army and then I can crush my enemies and then I can unify the country.
You know what I would do?
What would you do?
Oh
no! You're a wizard.
Yeah. I mean, I might get burned at the stake or hung for witchcraft, but nobody's seen this one yet.
Oh, it's true.
I'm coming from the future, baby. All my stuff works. I'll be the funniest man on the planet.
They'll be looking at our clothing and being like, "What's that?" And like, they're called seams.
Adventure and glory.
Yeah, 100%.
110%.
Like, there is no universe in which we are a bunch of D&D playing nerds and we don't go on some epic quest.
If there is a chance to get my own goddamn coat of arms, I am taking that goddamn chance.
Well, and I mean, while the prompt may have said that there was a forgettable song, we could make it less forgettable.
We can
and
do
then
our best,
Years
yeah.
down the line, there's some awesome tale about Ben and Jacob.
Damn
The
right.
cool poo dragon killing guys. Classic tale.
What is the banana?
The Bonacon
Yeah.
is a real medieval creature of legend, and I'm not making it up. Like, people thought these things existed, and they're basically cows or bulls that would, like, if you got behind them, they would just like spray you with a film of horrible poo and farts. And that
Nice.
was how they attacked.
That's
some-
like
you
a
know how
real
we kill
cow.
So, Beej,
Yes.
they had fairs back then, right?
Yeah.
But did they ever have Bonacon, where we all go and celebrate the mythical monster?
Yeah.
And all these adventurers go out. We could sell plushies.
Yeah.
We could have face painting.
You could have like people draw like dirty anthro like comics depicting them interacting with a Bonacon in like of a sexual nature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bonacon waifu pillows.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have body pillows back then.
No, we could invent
kill it.
those.
Yeah.
That idea actually only helps us.
Yeah.
Because then we become like like this like known figure in all the world. Like there's the band
Bonacon.
the Bonacon.
Bonacon.
I thought that was the name of the
It's
the
also
festival.
the name of the creature.
Oh, so
making
they're
a
not.
pun.
Oh, they're not even inventive, really.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Well, puns are no. I mean, no.
That's
no.
not a
I
pun.
hate-
That's not a pun. That's just re-saying the name.
But like con at the end though, it's a
Right.
like conventions.
We'd
It's-
hyphenate it.
Yeah. Bonacon.
Bonacon.
Yeah.
Or it could be Bonacon Con.
Think about it this way: is that you could be you're going to be out there having to do all the hard work of wearing like armor and swinging your sword or axe or mace or whatever like medieval thing you've kind of opted for. We're going to be like sitting back, with a sea of workers in front of us who will be like slowly sewing body pillows and stuff. But in a way though, we're going to be acting as your hype men. Right, we're going to be telling the amazing story of you, but as also of the Bonacon at Bonacon, and we'll be doing one of these like every year, inviting people to come out and like, indulge in some casual idolatry.
You know what I'm gonna really enjoy? Literally killing their business.
Yeah. Like
literally.
chopping the head off of like their
Of
cash
the Bonacon.
cow.
Their cash cow, right? Yeah. And you know how you kill it?
How?
You stake it
Oh,
because it's a cow.
right. This is back to that pun thing that I'm
You
not quite
really
in.
hate them, don't you?
It's not that I hate them. I just don't understand what is a pun and what is a wordplay.
There's a lot of We'll talk later.
Okay.
Okay.
So, Beej,
So,
our mighty adventurers have killed the Bonacon.
yeah,
So what do?
we write some mostly forgettable but catchy for a short period of time songs and poems and stuff, spreading their good name, and then we make people pay to listen to them.
Or
Or
we dress up a cow as a Bonacon.
oh yeah. Okay, I'm with you.
And set it out and be like, oh no, I saw a Bonacon. We just slip a couple gold pieces to some random farmer.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I saw a Bonacon just a couple days ago.
Yeah.
It was out there in the fields, and then some adventure, and we give a map.
Yeah.
We sell maps
Yeah.
to the Bonacon.
Exactly.
And we're like, here you go, here's the cave, this is where it goes.
Yeah.
It'll be 30 gold pieces.
Grand adventure.
Yeah. I like how we keep saying con because we are fucking fleecing people with this.
On that track, we kill the Bonacon.
We do.
We get knighted.
We do.
Get royalties. We
Yep.
do all that. We did
Coat of
one
arms.
thing, and we're probably just as rich as these nerds.
That's absolutely
We just
correct.
so you go through this whole. We just get to sit back. We just get to relax and whatnot. But it sounds like you've done a lot of like late night meetings. You've had a lot of like boardroom executive kind of things. Probably terribly smelling because you brought in like your peasants and all that kind of jazz. Where I'm just skirt around the fact that we're covered in shit.
That's true.
But we just do one thing and then we're set. Like we're set for life.
As a freelancer, if I could do one thing and be set for life, if it was possible to get pooped on once and have to fight a demon cow, but then not have to worry about anything, and then I get a castle and a coat of arms, yeah, fuck it, let's hit that brown note.
Do you know what we do while they're running around looking for the Bonacon?
Oh, what do we do?
We copyright the Bonacon.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we buy all the land that is Bonacon land, right?
Yeah,
so
where you can find
anybody that wants to adventure on our land or hunt on our land has to pay us a fee.
Yep.
And anytime they kill a Bonacon, we get a cut because it's copyrighted.
That's right.
Yeah.
And the whole thing is a licensing. It's a licensing agreement, is all it is.
Yeah.
And the more that the more that anyone wants to come and do that kind of adventuring in our land, in our space, that they want to, like, the Bonacon belongs to us. And it's like, yeah, but you can kill it if you want to. That'll be this much money, and don't worry, there'll be another one in like 6 months or a year. Or whatever. You can come kill that one too. You have to pay us again because the license is only temporary.
Time out. Okay, let's go through the timeline because the ideas that you guys have brought are more convoluted than like the Legend of Zelda bullshit that they've got going on. So we go, we're knights. We're gonna go on an adventure. We leave and go on the adventure.
Yes.
In what universe do you guys come back in time and instantly can take over like probably owned royalty land from like the kingship and whatnot and trademark it and convince them to instead just take your idea, for example, and say, wow, that seems like a really good thing. Why don't we just take the money and stuff? Why would the kings do anything for you guys?
In the same universe where you can kill a monster, Ben.
What are you saying, Savadan?
I'm saying that, have you ever fought a monster before?
I'm saying, have you ever tried to trademark an entire land base from a
It's a
established royalty?
It's a fantasy setting.
In this fantasy setting, maybe I can kill a monster.
But then that means we can do all the stuff that we just said.
One involves just force of will.
Force of will to kill a monster?
Yeah.
That's physical skill, my friend.
Yeah, and
That's different.
this is more of a time walk situation, I think. Yeah.
You have to, this is definitely a timing situation. By the time it's going to take you to build the capital, probably quite literally, in order to get the funds to buy all of this land and do this thing, we're going to go kill a Bonacon and get pooped on.
You make it sound like it's like, there it is. It's just standing like in the middle of a field like,
I mean, if people know about it.
If people know about it and it's there and they're like, oh, there's the Bonacon lair, nobody's been able to slay it. Oh, you too, bearded and handsome knights. Please head on out there and do that. What's your weapon, by the way?
Probably, I was gonna say flail because that wasn't the one that Beach ragged on earlier, but like maybe a pike because then we can do it from far away.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that. That's really good.
How are you acquiring these weapons of war?
We say that this is the Warriors of Light scenario, right? Like we just go up and we're like, we will take care of your Bonacon problem. All you need to do is equip us. And they go, oh, thank you, Sir Knights.
Hey, can't we be the merchants of light then?
Can we
What if we just show up and we're like, yeah, we're going to do commerce. Like, you've been prophesized. Thank you for showing up. Write us this ledger. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, but no merchants of light go up and go, we have really good business ideas. And the king goes, oh, great. Here's like half of my treasury.
Yeah. We were given this quest by royalty for this kingdom. They're going to equip us. You two showed up and were just like, yeah, capitalism.
Yeah. Give us some rights over the chunkier land. Don't worry, you get to own it.
Yeah.
But give us some rights to utilize that chunkier land that has the Bonacon on it, and don't worry, we'll make you some money in the process.
And we'll use lots of buzzwords. We're like, look, King, we'll reduce your overhead and increase your profits by 1,000%.
Your ROI is going to be astounding.
You guys get beheaded on the spot for saying some witchcraft words at that point. They're gonna think you're reciting a spell.
True.
I mean, someone's always going to take the brunt of it in capitalism, right?
Yeah.
I guess it'll be us.
Yeah. We'll be martyrs.
Capitalist martyrs.
Yeah.
That's
We'll be
how
ahead
you-
of our time. People will be like in 2018, be like, remember Beach and Adam?
Back in the 1200s?
Their capitalist ideas are way ahead
Yeah.
of where it was at the time. Yeah.
You know what? I'd rather die by caustic poop than be a capitalist martyr. I'm taking the high road on this one.
Yeah, 2018, they're really going to be talking about how much they miss the capitalist martyrs.
But those two guys that died that one time when the Bonacon shat on them and melted their faces, legends.
Yeah, if anything, we'll probably become NPCs in some sort of game.
I will argue that you two will probably just become the side of an argument in a panelist show.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
So what we've decided is that the reason why medieval times sucked so bad, aside from the fact that you could die of dysentery at any moment, was that capitalism hadn't yet been invented to exploit people to the fullest. Perfect. And that you guys are almost certainly going to get killed by a Bonacon, but look great doing it.
Damn right.
You know, at the end of the day, I would love to just have a song about me. People remember Green Sleeves. And that was about somebody with... No, that was about a prostitute. I can't use that.
If you think that she's not using that,
Oh, Pete, you get a bonus point for knowing exactly how this is coming together in editing. But I'm going to give...
I'm sorry for not stopping you.
I'm giving Ben and Jacob 10 points because that was great. I'm giving Adam and Beige 10 points because that was great. Oh no, but I gave you a bonus point, so that would mean you're tied 16-16. But it doesn't actually matter because there's no prize and everybody's getting paid.
Yay!
Yay, capitalism. So thank you so much for tuning in. This has been The Panelists. Like, share, and subscribe.